Picture this. You're getting ready for a long summer day. You spray on your favorite fragrance, walk out the door feeling confident, and by lunchtime, nothing. Gone. Vanished into thin air like it never existed. Sound familiar? What if I told you that some of summer's most overlooked fragrances are secretly longevity monsters? While everyone's chasing the latest releases, these 5 scents have been quietly outperforming fragrances costing 10 times more. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. Today, we're diving deep into summer's best-kept secrets. These aren't just fresh fragrances that smell good for an hour. These are the workhorses that'll stick with you from sunrise to sunset. But here's the twist. 3 of these cost under $30. And one of them, well, let's just say it's been fooling people about its true performance for decades. Let's start with something that sounds almost too good to be true. Nautica Voyage. Yeah, that blue bottle you've seen at every discount store for $20. I know what you're thinking. How can a fragrance that is so cheap actually perform? Here's the thing. Maurice Roussel, the nose behind this gem, created something special. This isn't just another aquatic throwaway. When you first spray Nautica Voyage, you're hit with this crisp cucumber water freshness mixed with green apple. It's like diving into a pristine lake on a hot summer morning. But here's where it gets interesting. That opening isn't the whole story. The magic happens in the heart. You've got lotus and mimosa working together to create this smooth, almost creamy texture that most people miss. It's not just fresh, it's sophisticated fresh. But the real surprise? The longevity. I'm talking for 8 to 10 hours about skin. Not performance claims, not marketing nonsense, real tested performance. My friend Marcus wore this to a 12-hour shift at the hospital, and nurses were still complimenting him at the end of the day. The projection stays solid for about 3 hours, then settles into this beautiful skin scent that people notice when they get close. It's intimate without being weak. Now, here's the insider secret most people don't know. There are 2 versions floating around. The old metal cap version and the new plastic cap. The metal cap bottles from the early 2000s, those are absolute beasts. But even the current formulation outperforms fragrances costing 5 times more. This is your gym fragrance, your casual day fragrance, your I want to smell great without trying too hard fragrance. At $20, you can afford to spray it liberally. And trust me, this is one time where more is actually better. But wait until you hear about our next performer. Cool Water by Davidoff. Released in 1988 and still causing arguments in fragrance groups today. Some people swear by it, others claim it's been ruined by reformulations. But here's what nobody's telling you about the longevity game. The current Cool Water lasts 4 to 6 hours, which is respectable. But if you can track down a vintage bottle, we're talking Lancaster edition from the 90s, you're looking at a completely different beast. I managed to get my hands on a bottle from 1995, and it's like comparing a sports car to a bicycle. The projection alone will clear a room in the best way possible. We're talking arm's length sillage for hours. But let's focus on what you can actually buy today. Current Cool Water opens with an iconic blast of mint lavender and the signature tobacco note that made it famous. It's green and aquatic, but it also has this mature backbone that separates it from every other blue fragrance. The performance might not be at vintage levels, but it's still solid. It lasts 5 to 6 hours with decent projection for the first 2 hours. It's not earth-shattering, but it's reliable. Here's the thing about Cool Water. It works in heat. While other fragrances die in humidity, this one actually performs better. That Mediterranean vibe isn't just marketing talk. The secret is in the base. That oak moss and sandalwood combination creates a woody foundation that clings to your skin. It's why your shirt still smells amazing hours after the fragrance has seemingly disappeared. For $30, you're getting a piece of fragrance history that still performs. It's not trying to be trendy or unique. It's just good. But our next fragrance, that's where things get really interesting. Now we're talking about something completely different. Rasasi Hawas. If you haven't heard of this one, you're about to discover why fragrance enthusiasts have been keeping it quiet. This is a Middle Eastern powerhouse that makes designer fragrances look weak. We're talking a 12 hours of longevity, not 4, not 6, 12 solid hours where people can still smell you. The opening is intense. It's sweet, fruity, almost bubblegum-like, with apple and plum notes that hit you like a wave. Some people find it harsh at first, but here's the thing. Middle Eastern fragrances are designed for hot climates. They need that intensity to cut through heat and humidity. After about 30 minutes, something magical happens. The sweetness comes down, and you start getting these beautiful spice notes. Cinnamon and cardamom work with this aquatic backdrop to create something totally unique. But the real star is the dry down. Amber, musk, and cedarwood create this warm, masculine cloud around you. It's what Invictus wishes it could be. I tested this extensively last summer. 3 sprays in the morning and I was still getting compliments at dinner. My girlfriend could smell it on my clothes the next day. That's not normal for a $40 fragrance. The projection is serious business. For the first 4 hours, you announce your presence. Then, it settles into this perfect intimate distance, and people notice when they get close. Here's the insider tip. Don't overspray this one. Use 2 sprays maximums unless you want to clear the room. This isn't a fragrance, it's a weapon. The bottle might not look like much, but what's inside is pure performance. This is your statement fragrance, your date night fragrance, your I want to be remembered fragrance. But not every summer legend is about power. CK1, the fragrance that defined the 90s. Unisex before. Unisex was cool, fresh before fresh was everywhere, and disappointing in the longevity department. Let's be honest about what you're getting. This citrus bomb lasts maybe 3 hours on a good day. It's clean, safe, pleasant, and disappears faster than your motivation on Monday morning. So why is it on this list? Because sometimes longevity isn't just about how long a fragrance lasts on your skin. CK1 has this weird superpower. It clings to fabric like nothing else. Spray it on your shirt and you'll smell it for days. I'm talking wash the shirt twice and it's still there longevity. The scent itself is a perfect blend of lemon, bergamot, and green tea with a subtle musk base. It's the smell of the clean laundry and fresh starts, nothing offensive, nothing challenging, just pure wearability. But here's the secret technique nobody talks about. Layer it. Spray it on your clothes, spray it on your skin, spray it in your hair. 3 different longevity curves that keep you smelling fresh all day. The projection is intimate, which works in summer heat. You don't want to be that guy overwhelming people when it's 90 degrees outside. At $25, it's the perfect gym fragrance, office fragrance, or I need to smell clean but not overpowering fragrance. It's basic in the best way possible. The new CK1 Essence supposedly fixes the longevity issues, but honestly, sometimes simple is perfect. Our final fragrance takes a completely different approach. Versace Man O. Fresh is weird in the best possible way. Most fragrances die in heat. They get weak, they disappear, they become sad shadows of their former selves. But Eau Fraiche, it comes alive when the temperature rises. This lemon and starfruit opening might seem simple, but there's serious perfumery happening here. Olivier Cresp created something that actually performs better at 90 degrees than at 70. The longevity is around 6 hours, which is solid for an aquatic. But the projection, that's where it gets interesting. In air conditioning, it's quiet. Walk outside into summer heat, and suddenly, everyone within 10 feet knows you're there. It's like the fragrance has a built-in thermostat. Cool weather equals intimate performance, and hot weather equals projection beast. The dry down is where most people fall in love. That citrus burns off, and you're left with this beautiful woody musky base that feels like an expensive resort vacation. I tested this in Miami last August. Humid, brutal heat that kills most fragrances. Eau Fraiche not only survived, it thrived. 8 hours later, walking into air-conditioned restaurants, people were still complimenting the scent. The bottle is gorgeous too. That blue gradient glass looks like something from a luxury hotel bathroom. It photographs well, which matters more than we like to admit. At $40, you're getting Italian luxury house quality with summer-specific engineering. This isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It knows exactly what it is. the perfect hot weather fragrance. So, here's what we learned. Summer longevity isn't just about hours on the skin. It's about brilliant performance. Nautica Voyage gives you 10 hours of consistent presence for $20. That's $2 per hour of smelling great. Cool Water delivers reliable 6-hour performance with that iconic barbershop vibe that never goes out of style. Rasasi Hawas is your 12-hour nuclear option when you need maximum impact and don't mind spending $40. CK1 lasts 3 hours on skin but 3 days on clothes. Sometimes strategic application beats raw longevity. Versace Eau Fresh adapts to temperature like a smart fragrance. 6 hours that feel like 8 when it matters most. The real secret? These aren't competing with each other, they're solving different problems. Hot office day, CK1, beach vacation, Versace, date night, Rasasi, everyday reliability, Nautica, or Cool Water. You don't need to choose one. At these prices, you can own all 5 for less than 1 bottle of premium designer fragrance. Summer fragrance longevity isn't about spending more money. It's about understanding what actually works when the temperature rises. These 5 fragrances have been hiding in plain sight, outperforming their expensive competitors while flying under the radar. From the $20 wonder that is Nautica Voyage to the heat-activated magic of Versace Eau Fresh, each one brings something unique to your summer rotation. The biggest mistake guys make is chasing new releases while ignoring proven performers. These aren't Instagram famous or TikTok trending. They're just really good at what they do. Which one surprised you the most? Are you team budget beast with Nautica Voyage? Or are you ready to experience the powerhouse performance of Rasasi Hawas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this helped you discover your next summer signature, hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into fragrance gems that actually deliver. Subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.